Traffic at one Cottage Grove intersection was backed up this morning as people lined up outside of the Summit Credit Union headquarters. It was a free ShredFest event in partnership with the Better Business Bureau. The two groups hold the event every fall to get sensitive information out of the hands of scammers. Anyone can drive up to the building where they can briefly park and remove up to 3 bags of boxes of documents to be shredded on site. Regional Director for Better Business Bureau Tiffany Schultz says scammers and identity theft is on the rise.
There were over 1 million reports filed with the FTC in 2022 for identity theft, and 8,000 of those were from Wisconsin consumers. That's up 66% from 2020.
Schultz adds all of the documents are shredded into recyclable materials, such as the paper bags you see at grocery stores.